Welcome to part 2 of Castlevania Rondo of Blood. We continue our adventure in stage 3, An Evil Prayer Summons Darkness. And this guy with the lance right here becomes more resilient as the game goes along, so be careful of him. Whenever they wind up for that giant slash, move back as far as possible and as quickly as possible. The backdash will help you... Backdash? Playing Symphony of the Night, don't blame me. The backflip will help you out tremendously. They will on occasion nonchalantly poke their lances out, but you could dodge that with no problem. And if they're above you, they will poke their lances down at you and try to stab you in the head, which will hurt, so be careful. Like this guy, I just want to kill him quickly, but he keeps defending against all my attacks. Even my knives won't work. What a dick. But you can kill him by just catching him off guard. It's a lot simpler than it looks. The bone pillars make a return, and they have a bunch of different attacks. There's a couple that do flamethrower type attacks, and the other ones that just do the simple classic style of shooting a fireball at you. Now here's the strange thing about Castlevania Rondo of Blood. There are alternate pathways, and the problem is, I don't know where all of them are. So, later on in this video, I fall into a pit thinking I died, but really I just fell into another pathway. It's kind of weird. It gives the game replay value, but you need a guide for some of these secrets. They are very well hidden. And thus, this is not a 100% playthrough. I only find a net, but I don't find the other maidens because I don't know where the other maidens are. And out of all the Castlevania games I played, this is the one I'm the least familiar with, honestly. Still love the game, but haven't played it as much as I probably should. But after these two hunchbacks, that's where the level starts to branch its pathways. We'll come up across a couple of trapdoors, and... oops. For comical effect, I should just put a Wilhelm scream there. Hey, Richter can fight monsters with the best of them, but will probably scream more like a girl than Maria. And it's suddenly raining outside. Even God knows I should have taken the upper path. Now don't worry if you do fall down here, it's not the end of the world or you don't have to backtrack or anything. You just find yourself in a different part of the stage. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention the new sub-weapon to the series. It makes a return in Symphony of the Night. It's the Bible, or if we're going by Nintendo censorship policies, the book. It circles around Richter, and it's pretty useful for getting enemies off your back. I cannot talk today. Those moths that circle around the character and the lights don't harm you, so don't worry about attracting them. Yeah, you see? Now if that was any other game, the moths would probably do like light damage or something, but this game, they don't even bother to kill you, or at least try to kill you, which is good. Another good thing about this game is the way you take knockback. Now there are 3 different types of knockback. There's one where you're ducking, in which case it's not really you getting knocked back at all, it's just you kind of crouch there and take the damage, but you're still in that same spot. There's a light knockback where you only go so far, and there's the hard knockback where you just go flying across the screen, which is kind of comical to look at. It's like Richter does a whole bunch of backflips. Now, in the event that you do take damage, just stay crouched in order to prevent knockback, and also stay on some stairs in order to also prevent knockback, which, like in classic Castlevania fashion, stairs helps mitigate knockback too. The tricky thing is you have very, very limited iframes. The invincibility frames in this game last like a split second, so be careful. There is something absolutely special in this room. Let's go take a look at that bottom left wall. Oh! Look at the meat! Now, Richter, you gotta share. There's no way you can possibly finish that thing in one sitting. And the funny thing is, Richter only gets meat that differs in size, but Maria gets like a plethora of different sweets. You can look this up on the Wikipedia, but I'll spare you the search. It is parfaits, puddings, birthday cakes, shortcakes, cupcakes, a shit ton of cakes, boiled starfish, and sushi. Yeah, Maria likes sweets and, oh yeah, and there's cheese too. She likes cheese. But changing gears onto what's happening on screen, we got the Minotaur, who is kind of lethal if you don't know what you're doing. He's got a couple attacks. He sneezes on you for one thing. I think it petrifies you, but I'm not quite sure. He shovels up the ground and tries to hit you with it. That's harder to avoid. And he's also got that giant jump up into the air and slash you attack. Again, easy to avoid. Now here's the crash attack for the Bible. It's okay. It envelops 3/4 of the screen, but if something's in the middle of that circle, it won't get hit, which kinda sucks. Read the Bible or go to hell! I just love the animations on the crash attacks. It's like Richter is going Super Saiyan for a moment. But he can't change his hair color to yellow. Can I dodge his desperation attack? Let's see. No, I did not. I failed. Sure you can! His finishing blow, or not finishing blow, that suggests he was kicking my ass the whole time. His desperation blow is him doing that Shoryuken, and you have to jump out of the way. Most likely backflip over him. It doesn't kill you, but it does a lot of damage. It's time for a little change of pace. Now, Maria is both simultaneously overpowered and weak. What do I mean by that? Well, the overpowered side is her attacks are freaking amazing. She can fight on the go. She sends her flicky army of death to fight Dracula's forces and other animal friends. She's got a double jump, which helps with the mid-air controls because she can change directions in mid-air with the double jump. But the weak side is she takes half the damage as Richter. So basically what amounts to 6 hits with Richter to take him down only amounts to 2 or 3 with Maria. She can also Mega Man slide. She's got 2 Mega Man slides actually. One's a cartwheel, which you have to perform by pressing diagonally down and X. I'm playing on the PS4 by the way. And the other one, which is just a belly slide, you press down and X. So yes, Maria is indeed the easy mode, but this is still not her full potential. No, the apeshit Supergirl Maria is in Symphony of the Night. The one with all the karate skills and the mystic powers. Oh man, that Maria is amazing. Thinking about it makes me want to play Symphony of the Night. Now, I will get to Symphony of the Night eventually, just not immediately after Bloodlines. I want to get all of the classic Castlevania games out of the way, which is why I dubbed this Classic Castlevania-thon, and I'll tackle the Metroidvanias another time. And by tackling the Metroidvanias, I mean Symphony of the Night, Area of Sorrow, and Portrait of Ruin. If I could get my hands back on Portrait of Ruin, I sold the game a long time ago. Hopefully it's not expensive. Those are the Metroidvanias that I'm more familiar with and would play over the other ones in my opinion, but maybe it's just me. Now, as for the other classic style Castlevania games like Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy or Dracula X on the Super Nintendo, well, Dracula X, I'm playing it right now, Rondo of Blood. It's just a better version of Dracula X on the Super Nintendo, so why would I play an inferior version? And Castlevania Legends, no. Just no. Castlevania Legends is just it's a mystery. I'm at a loss for words about that game. It's not worse than Castlevania The Adventure, but it's just so boring. The only good thing about Castlevania No, not Castlevania The Adventure. Blah. Castlevania Legends was the protagonist, the first and so far only female Belmont taking the helm, and they've written her out of canon. So she technically never existed. Fuck you, Konami! And the 3D Castlevania games, I don't really have any nostalgia for other than 64, but I grew up with that game. The other ones, not so much. So yeah, as soon as they make another Castlevania game, at the dawn of never, I'm gonna be there, waiting to buy it. And hopefully it's good, unlike Contra Road Course. Oh my god, Road Course was so bad. Here's another branching pathway here. You can either go up the stairs or blow a hole into this wall. And Maria's suddenly floating. What the hell? Are you just like Simon? Except you didn't have to die in order to float. What was that about? Vanquish that axe armor, oh mighty dragon. The dragon's overpowered. Almost all of Maria's sub-weapons are, if you can even call them sub-weapons, they're just animals. They are freaking overpowered. And those balls remind me of Echo the Dolphin for some reason. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No, it's a bad thing. As for the axe armors, they have a couple of new tricks up their sleeve to spice everything up, like throwing the axe into the air, or just running at you like a goddamn maniac. The blue knights don't really run at you that much, but the brownish orange ones, well, come here! You could just simply double jump over them or backflip over them as Richter. You'll be fine. You just have to time it perfectly. And this room right here just confuses the fuck out of me. What is this? What is there like a production going on? Why is there a green screen back there? Are they filming the Star Wars prequels or something? If I had enough equipment, I would put something back there, but I don't, so too bad. That's a familiar face. That's right, we get to fight Carmilla from Castlevania 2. And that lady in the chair, she must be one of the maidens. We gotta save her. Now, Carmilla is pretty easy. She just floats into the air, and all you have to do is time your attacks well in order to strike her. And just like that, she's history. Now, let's see what this lady wants. She's just like running around frantically. Hey, I'm here to save you. Come on. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Yeah, that's right. The lady's in on it too. Or is she? No, it's just some cat creature. No, I'm obviously kidding. Her name is Laura, and she was working with Carmilla the whole time trying to kill us. Now, our strategy is pretty simple. She jumps super high into the air and tries to kick you. If you manipulate the AI, just have her jump into the air, get close to her, then attack her on the rebound. She'll continue to jump into the air and reset her pattern. Very simple, actually. Laura is kind of like Toad Man, except she takes a lot more hits. Like, come on man, die already, damn. But now that I'm thinking about it, I am attacking her with doves, which probably won't do that much damage to an actual human being, as opposed to a falcon or an eagle. Like, look at her health bar. There's nothing left, yet she's still fighting. Man, the doves are weak. Or maybe Laura's just that damn powerful, you never know. Anyway, that's going to be the end of part 2. Tune in next week for part 3.